5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Deducter bringing you set 4 of STX versus Woongjin Stars, and today we have Zero, my favorite player on Woongjin, playing as the Zerg player, the white Zerg player, no, apparently the red Zerg player at the 4 o'clock position, and we are Godzilla, aka Kal, as the yellow Protoss at the 12 o'clock position. This is Neo Aztec 3-player map. Both these players are known for their creativity, although I would argue Zero more so than Kal even. And recently, Zero, in my opinion, has been playing significantly better than Kal. Kal used to be quite a good player, but not really performing very well lately. Here's hoping that he pulls himself out of his slump here. We'll see what strategy these two players go for. I think, I'm pretty sure these two players have met on the old map. I believe it was called Holy World, or whatever it was. It had a crossing in the middle. Or maybe, no, that's not right. Well, okay, I don't remember the name of the map. I don't think it was actually Holy World. There was a command center in the middle. It was a match between Zero and Kal, and Zero infested the command center in a versus Protoss game and used infested Terran against Kal and killed several photon cannons. And Kal had absolutely no idea what to do. He just looked completely stunned by the use of the infested Terran. I mean, programmers practice against pretty much every single conceivable scenario, but not that one. It looks like this might be an overpool here coming from Zero. I don't think it's a 9-pool. I think it's an overpool. I think it's an overpool. It might be a 9-pool. Regardless, infested Terran against Protoss. I'm pretty sure it was these two players, Zero versus Kal. Absolutely incredible match. I think there needs to be more maps with command centers, so that the Zerg can infest them and use infested Terran in creative ways. And 12 Nexus coming from Kal, blind 12 Nexus. Is this a 9-pool? Oh, but Zero might be going for his hatchery. Oh, if Zero had gone for Zerglings, fast Zerglings, it would be GG. 9-pool, even overpool. Well, overpool might not destroy 12 Nexus. It depends. On this map, it's pretty easy to wall off your front. You might survive, but if this were a 9-pool, it'd be GG, period. There's no defense against 9-pool when you do 12 next. Well, that's not necessarily true. You might be able to pull off all your probes, and with some epic micro, you might be able to win, but you shouldn't. Regardless, though, that is not what Zero went for. He went for, it's gotta be an overpool, and he's put down Extractor, so basically this is for fast tech. This is not for any sort of early rush. If Zero had gone for the early rush, it would be GG. So Kal, with his economic cheese paying off in spades here, hopefully, he'll be able to translate it into a win. Zero looks like might be getting ready to put down his third base at the 9 o'clock. So it is a bit unfortunate for Zero that he did not went for the early rush, I feel. But this is luck. You know, in StarCraft, what can you do about it? This sort of build order advantage, disadvantage. But alas, let's see what these two players can do. Doesn't look like the probe here by Kal is going to be quite as epic as Free's probe last game. Nevertheless, Free still won, despite the fact that he killed Drone with his early probe. So those kills, well, actually pretty important, are not, game deciding. Because early on, when you have like 12 drones and you lose a drone to a probe, that's a pretty big loss. Nevertheless, looks like this Zergling is going to chase away this probe. Third base going up to Zero. He's going to do the standard 4-base Zerg play, it looks like, for guess. He has emphasized early tech, however, so let's see what he decides to do. He might put down his Spire very early and try to deny scouting as best he can with Scourge. That could be a pretty clever move. I think Kal might have the opportunity to kill one Overlord with his Corsairs, or maybe, and then he's not going to be able to scout. Let's see whether Kal decides to go for Scout first or attacks the Overlord. He's probably better off scouting first, I feel, because it is critical to get that scouting information. I don't think the Overlord is going to have time, the Corsair is going to have time to do both. And this probe, still alive, still doing its best to scout around. There are a few speedlings, it looks like, here for Zero, just sort of in front of Kal's base here. He might be trying to break through. No, it's not going to do anything. There are two probes there blocking. Very nice little defense there. Not too much that Zero can do. And looks like a second Stargate going down for Kal. Could this be Corsair Reaver? Well, no, he's put down a set, though. So it's got to be Dark Templar. Well, no, that's not necessarily true. He could be going... I think it's got to be Dark Templar, though, because there's no other reason why you would put down a second Stargate like that, because Zealots plus Corsairs don't mesh well, but Zealot plus Corsair plus Dark Templar mesh very well. So, yes, the Templar Archive's going down, so it's got to be that. So, looks like early air superiority. Kal is going for early air superiority here. He's going to do his best. He's going to try to pick off one of these overlords here. I don't think Zero is going to be too bothered by this. It is important he scouts this out, or at least realizes that it's going down, so he gets overlord speed and more so a whole bunch of Scourge to keep the Corsair numbers low. I don't think this is going to bother Zero too much. He's putting down his 4th base now. And it looks like these Scourge are coming out to chase down the Corsair. The first Corsair here. Let's see where these Scourge scout the 2 Stargates. It's going to see 1 Stargate, of course, but it might not see the second. There's only 1 Scourge left. So Kal might have the element of surprise here. Actually, I'm not sure whether Zero is going to scout this out. This Scourge sees stuffing the natural, but that's not going to bother Kal. This Scourge might be going around, though. It sees the Templar Archives, I think. Oh, no! It sees the second Stargate! It sees the second Stargate! Okay, so, now Zero knows what's going on, but there are already 4 or 5 Corsairs out for Kal. Kal's really turned this early economic lead and into advantage here, military advantage. He's starting to pick off these overlords, and I don't think there's anything Zero can do to kill the Dark Templar. He's sending his Scourging piecemeal. The Scourge do nothing against the Corsairs, and there's nothing that Zero has to defend against this Dark Templar coming in. He's going to have to pull all his drones now. Dark Templar getting a single kill. More Corsairs rally to the natural. This Dark Templar running free. Nothing to stop it. And this Overlord coming out, but the Overlord dying. Well, actually, no, the Overlord not quite dying yet. These Scourge coming, picking off 2 Corsairs. Not quite enough, though. There are still 5 Corsairs, it looks like. And these Overlords dying left and right. Absolutely genius play here by Kal, I have to say, and his Dark Templar is going to kill the 4th base. There's absolutely nothing Zero can do to stop this. And Zero lost quite a few Overlords there, and he stopped mining at his 3rd base. Zero in some trouble now, and that egg just died. I don't know whether Zero canceled that. I don't think he did. Pretty sure if an egg dies while building something, you do not get refunded the minerals, so that would be kind of sad if that was not canceled. I couldn't tell, though. The animation is the same, so I can't tell in that case. Anyway, this Dark Templar is going to kill off this hatchery at the 4th base, and Zero is in some serious trouble now, and these Corsairs are still roaming free. Why isn't Zero getting... well, a few Hydras could work, you know, just to keep the some Overlords there to protect the Overlords using Hydras and protect his supply. That Dark Templar at 9 kills already. Very impressive job by the Dark Templar. Surely speed is going to be finished soon for Zero. So while Zero's taking a significant early hit, plus this is compounded by his economic deficit, I think he's not in an abysmal position. He needs to stop sending Scourging piecemeal. If he can pick off the Shuttle, I think Zero will be fine. It's probably got a few Dark Templar loading there. Zero trying to come in from both sides of Scourge. Fortunately, not quite executing it correctly. He needed to time that a bit better. Zero needs to kill this Shuttle. If he kills this Shuttle, he might be okay. This Dark Templar is still coming in to go ahead and attack, and this Shuttle goes down. The Shuttle goes down to Scourge. Zero lost a lot of Scourge hanging out of that Shuttle, but it's definitely worth it. Zero also has +1 armor for his air, also exactly what he needs. This Dark Templar shouldn't bother Zero too much. Why doesn't he have Overlord speed yet? It's kind of odd. Now the Zealots are coming in to attack the 9 o'clock. I think Zero's going to be able to hold this off with the reinforcement. He's using a Hydralisk end there to block temporarily. That's kind of clever. getting some free hits. And now these Zerglings versus Zealot. Massive battle here. Drones coming out to help. I think Zero's going to be hold this, but there's a second wave of reinforcements coming, and the Corsairs are going to town all over the Overlords here. That Dark Templar will soon have free reign again. There's absolute insanity here. I think Zero might be able to hold off these Zealots. And those drones blockading the Sunken Colony, absolutely epic. This Dark Templar with 10 kills, picking away at the 4th base again. And Zero just barely holds his defense at the natural. He needs to have his speed overlords go down there and kill this frickin' Dark Templar with 11 kills. I do not know where his overlords are. Where are his overlords, rather? Why he doesn't have any Hydras. Zero playing sort of a baffling game. Finally, he's going to be able to kill the Dark Templar. No! The Corsairs killed the overlord. It was like 2 seconds that overlord went down. There are just so many Corsairs. Zero is in desperate trouble here. This Dark Templar has 16 kills, 17 kills, 19 kills, 18 kills, 19 kills. Holy cow, that Dark Templar is Zero tool right there. And now a Zealot drop at the main. Zero's got absolutely nothing to respond to this. And Kal, surely this is his vengeance for that game they played way back when. Kal making an absolute fool of Zero. I do not know why Zero does not have Overlord speed. He's managed to pick up a few more Corsairs finally, but there are still too many, and those allies are going to work on Zero's favorite building, the Queen's Nest. Actually, no, they're going for the Spire. That's probably the better move, I have to say. If the Spire goes down, which it looks like it will, there's absolutely nothing Zero's going to be able to do to maintain air. Well, he hasn't had air superiority. He even contests the air. It's going to be GG because those Corsairs will fly around killing whatever they want. It looks like Zero might be able to clean up these Zealots at his natural, but it's not going to matter at this point. And now we have a Shadow Owl, probably with at least 1 Reaver, possibly a few Dark Templar or something else in there. This is going to be GG. A massive army of Zealots barreling down at 9 o'clock with Reaver. There's going to be nothing that Zero can do to stop this. 2 Reavers, yeah. Oh, this is over. The Koreans are screaming, by the way, so you know it's over. And that girl, probably a Zero fan, in desperation there I don't know what Zero can do. ZG coming from Zero. I have to say, rather a poor game by Zero. He did not upgrade Overlords, but he did not get Hydras. Kal translating his economic cheese to emphatic victory. Going on to set 5.